Famine was declared in parts of South Sudan earlier this year, the first time famine has been confirmed anywhere in the world since 2011. More than 1 million people have been displaced from their homes, including hundreds of thousands who fled to neighbouring countries due to political turmoil, an upsurge in violence and soaring inflation. Bidi Bidi Camp was formed in Uganda on the border of South Sudan just last August. It's now the largest refugee settlement in the world. 270,000 people call it home. Helen Manson works for Tear Fund, a New Zealand aid organisation. She spoke to Checkpoint producer Michelle Cook from Bidi Bidi Camp and explained how things have become so bad.
Approximately 9 months ago, things really kicked off when the president and the vice president began what we would now call almost a tribal war. So you've got the Dinka and the Nuer tribe now fighting, and we've got famine in the north. So what happens when people cross the border? They're either coming because they were forced to flee, or they've decided and they've taken a proactive step to come. So they're coming in either buses or on foot, and when they arrive, they are sent to a collection centre and then to a reception centre and to a plot of land that's approximately 30 metres by 30 metres, and there they are told to begin a new life, really.
So you're at Bidi Bidi, which is now, in just a short 9 months, gone from bare land to the world's largest refugee settlement. Can you describe to me what's going on there? What agencies are on the ground, and what help has been given to the refugees there?
Sure, of course. So we've got the big players here, like the United Nations, like the World Food Programme, but we've also got Kiwi agencies like Tear Fund, and Tear Fund's doing three things really. They're helping in the immediate term with medical support. So when people arrive, often they're really malnourished. They've been walking for weeks sometimes. Then we're getting involved in the midterm with agricultural and livelihoods, so helping people plant seeds, learn how to, work a garden under Ugandan conditions and with Ugandan soil. And then in the longer term, we're looking at trauma counselling for these people because honestly, they have seen so much horror. These people have got, nightmares from what they've seen. As they've left, people have been telling me that they saw dead bodies on the side of the road or people that were in the process of dying, screaming out for help because they're running for their own lives with their own children and anything they could grab on their back. They just got to go past them. So, we've got people with huge levels of fear, high stress. They've just come out of a war zone, and some of the things they've seen have been beyond imaginable.
And you're with Jackie Anyano, a trauma counsellor who has been, I understand, providing counselling sessions for sometimes 5 people, sometimes 500 at a time. Could you pass the phone on to her, please?
Absolutely. Yeah, Jackie's been with us for 2 years working with South Sudanese refugees in this area, and here she is.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi.
What are the experiences of some of the refugees you are working with? What have they gone through to get to Uganda?
Most of the people that we meet are people who have really had horrible experiences on their journey from South Sudan to Uganda. Most of them have similar stories. Like one we have had interview and counseling with recently, as she was trying to run out to get into Uganda. She was with all her family members, but then in the process, the husband got missing. Up to date, she doesn't know where the husband is, whether he's dead or alive. She's not sure. And as they were coming, they were seeing people being killed, others already dead, jumping over dead bodies. So she has really been having trauma, sleepless nights, both her and the children. She says the children would dream and scream at night, the same to her. So when she came to our program, at the end she was able to testify how our program helped her. This is just one of the stories, but most of the people have similar experiences. Others have even suffered bullets on themselves and other physical tortures.
Yes. And now they are at the camp at Bidi Bidi. What is life like for them at the camp?
Life in the camp is really not the best. UNHCR and other partners try to give them the basic needs, but it's always not up to date. For example, they can give them some some amount of beans and maize grain. But how are they going to grind these maize grains into flour? It's not catered for. How are they going to cook this food? It's not catered for. And most of their houses are made of sheets provided by UNHCR, but they have to go into the bush and look for the sticks and grass to add on to eat, which sometimes is not even available in the camps, and sometimes going outside of the camps to look for it. Some of them get chased by the nationals, and you even had a case in our program early this year when a woman went out looking for grass out of the camp, and the Ugandan nationals chased her. She fell and broke her leg. So the living condition is not really the best still. Yeah, we really need more help for them.
Working on the ground there, what do you want the world to know about the situation in South Sudan and the situation at the camp?
Yeah, that the people at the camps really still need help, even though the country, Uganda, has provided for them space, but their living condition is not the best. If you really enter in the camp and you meet people and talk with them, like we do in our programs, you really know that these people are still suffering, even though they are out of that danger of the war in their country.
Live at the Bidi Bidi Camp, Michelle Cook, our producer, was the reporter there.